Okay, YouTube friends, you know the drillio. I'm just going to pull some messages. If you want to listen to the entire reading, feel free to do so. Maybe all the messages will resonate with you. Maybe only some of them will. Or if you'd like to proceed ahead to a timestamp that you feel is calling you, go right ahead. But let's see what's going on. So some of you have recently overcome an obstacle in your physical realm experience. This is something that you've been dealing with. It feels like you've been dealing with this for maybe like an eternity, as they say. But here's the thing. If you're sitting here like, what obstacle are you talking about? Maybe some of you feel like you still have obstacles. You don't. You have overcame it energetically, and now you're just waiting for the 3D realm to bear its fruit, so to speak. This obstacle might have something to do with a choice that you have to make. This is, for some of you, this could be a choice between staying stuck and moving forward, okay? Because I feel like you've already overcome something energetically. Some of you might have been doing shadow work. Some of you might have overcome an addiction, or you've been battling something. Some of you might have won a court case, okay? All of this, I'm talking energetically. It's already happened. But the thing is, if you are not seeing physical evidence of it yet, it is because you have to decide to actually take a physical step to move forward, okay? And I feel like some of you might still be tormented by the situation in your mind, even though you're over it energetically. It's like your mind is not, it's like, oh, but remember this, remember that, blah, 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 okay? So what I would suggest for you to quiet your mind is to take a step forward into what you want to happen. So this I'm not really feeling like a pull towards any type of specific situation. This is more about in general. It's something that is within you that has maybe seemed like it's been with you for your whole life so far, okay? And the reason why it might seem stagnant right now is because you're not choosing to relax into the moment of being this new person without that obstacle, okay? So inspired action is coming up here for you guys to take inspired action. Now, the thing with inspired action is you're not going to plan for it, because that's counterintuitive to what inspired action is. But every day you are presented with a choice to either move forward into what you want, even though it's alien and unknown to you, or to stay stuck or stagnant. But for you specifically, this group that I'm seeing, the reason why you might not be seeing any movement yet is because you're not following your intuition, your inspired action. You're not relaxing your minds. Like, you might have been inspired to take a random weekend getaway, right? And it felt right to you, but then your egoistic monkey mind kicked in and was like, oh no, what do you mean? Like, you think of all these probabilities of why you shouldn't do that, right? Because maybe you've never taken a weekend getaway before. So what I'm sensing here is that if you are still feeling stuck and you don't think you have overcome anything, know that that is not true. Know that you have overcome it, but you're not following your intuition into the direction of your dreams. Some of you might still be looking at what might have been. So if this is a situation where, let's say, it could be about a person, or it could have been about like a job, or it could have been about like, a relative or anything. Like, some of you are still looking at this past thing, whatever it is going to be different for everyone, as like it's a possibility now. Like, what could have happened if it had went positively the first time around, or whatever. And this is what's keeping you stuck, okay? Because your prayers have been answered, your dreams and greatest wishes have already been fulfilled on an energetic level. But the thing is, you're not following your intuition. You're still listening to your ego. Now, how you tell the difference betwixt your ego and your intuition is that the ego is going to feel constricted, and your intuition, you're not going to even have a feeling. It's just going to be like right in the moment. Like, I feel like making a left turn today instead of a right turn, and then boom, you end up at like an ice cream shop that you never knew was there, right? It's not going to be something that you had to think about, okay? Yeah, again, like another two. So you guys are kind of toying with staying stuck in this state that you've been in for quite some time. It feels like it's like a part of your identity, this stuck state, this going nowhere state. It could be like a mentality. Again, I'm feeling like some of you might have overcome like some sort of emotional dilemma or an addiction or something like that. It's like your life without this thing that was weighing you down doesn't feel right to you. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. But it's the message here is for you having to ease into it every day. You're not appreciating how far you've come so far on this journey. Okay, you're not. Like, look at this. We have things being offered to you, perhaps like it could be offers of like friendship or love or anything. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just, things are being offered to you that could potentially make you happy, but you're not seeing it because you're wondering what would have happened if the past had worked out the way I wanted. But in front of you, you have a brand new opportunity, but you're looking at the past. You're fixated on something from the past. Again, I'm not getting as, if you want a private reading, hit me up for that, for your specific situation. But this, I'm just getting, it's a whole lot of emotional shit that was, it cleared from you energetically from the astral realm, but your mind is having a hard time wrapping itself around this new notion that you have success in this area. Okay, some of you still feel like you have to work at it, and you really don't. There's nothing else that you physically need to do. So if you've been manifesting something there, trust and know that there's nothing else that you need to do. Okay, you already have it. It is assured. I would suggest for some of you, no matter, again, it's gonna be different for everyone, but the thing that you are manifesting into your experience is coming in, and you have to keep looking towards it and not back at the past. Okay, so lay the groundwork out. Like, let's say if you want to switch cities, move to a brand new city, start visiting that city if you can. Start calling places over there. Just I don't know, call a fucking local hair salon or barbershop in the city that you want to live in, right? Just call and be like, oh, so how much do you guys charge for like a hair, whatever service you want, right? Like, and even though you're not technically living in that city, it's kind of like you're extending the energetic cords that are going to bring you there. You're going to, the advice here is for you to familiarize yourself with these new surroundings. That was just one example, but obviously if it's you're manifesting a relationship, then you would, start doing things in that vein. Or if you were manifesting money, you would start maybe not looking at how much your grocery bill is, right? Like just knowing that you can afford whatever you want, whenever you want, you know what I'm saying? But, don't do something that feels like it's scary in a way where you have to worry about it. Be like, you know what? It's, again, that inspired action. Like, I don't need to look at what this bill is. I got the funds, right? That's totally different. That's inspired action. Splurging on the organic blueberries instead of like the regular ones, even though I heard the organic shit is still chemical rich, but whatever. Okay, it's something like that. It's not going to be you going to the fucking Ferrari dealership if that's what you want, and then just, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this car. Like, you know what I mean? There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Inspired action comes in the moment where you're just like, okay, let me do this. Okay, and if some of you are inspired to go to a Ferrari fucking dealership, then go ahead and do it. But whatever you do, how big or small it may appear or seem, it's gonna feel natural in the moment. Like this group, whatever you are manifesting, you've already overcome the obstacle that stands in the way of it. If your manifestation hasn't fully conformed or arrived yet, I bet you're seeing bits and pieces of it, glimpses, but you need to stand firm. You need to keep looking at all the opportunities that are presented to you every day. And you need to stay true to the new version of you that has this, that has everything that they want, that is living their life of love and joy and abundance in the physical realm, okay? So you already have it. It is waiting to solidify. You know, we got the 9 over here, and then we got the 10, right? So it's already here, but it's like there are opportunities being presented to you every day. And I feel like some of you are so used to being stuck in a rut that you might not even be aware of them. So every day, do something that is gifted to you via inspired action. Like I said, making a left turn instead of a right turn, and just see where it leads you.